The African Union Heads of State Summit in Addis Ababa on Friday decided that no sitting head of state or government should be tried while still in office by the ICC or any international tribunal. This as the AU attempts to use its majority of state parties that form the Rome Statute, which is the law that created the International Criminal Court. Legal expert Nicholas Opio says the move is curious and hypocritical.
It's for me a very curious case. State parties are allowed to withdraw from any treaty they have signed up to, but that withdrawal must be based on sound reasons, must be based on legal reasons. I don't see any that the African heads of states are advancing.
We put to him if he finds the decision being reached for selfish reasons by African leaders.
Ask yourself the question, in every situation where the ICC has been involved, are there no victims? There are victims. Are there no people who have died, who have been killed indiscriminately? There have been people who have been killed indiscriminately. The question that the African leaders must be asking themselves is what sort of justice can be given to these victims.
The second resolution of the African Union Heads of States Summit seeks to have cases against Uhuru Kenyatta, his vice William Ruto, and Sudan's Omar el-Bashir deferred from the ICC through consultations with the UN Security Council, and for the ICC to give positive feedback before November 12th this year, when Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta is expected to appear before the court. But Opio says if the African leaders succeed in convincing the UN Security Council to defer cases against Uhuru and Ruto, this will have weakened the role of the chief prosecutor of the court.
When they are convinced that they have a case, they take that case to a pre-trial chamber, an independent court system in the ICC. That chamber sits and hears the case and determines whether there is actually a prima facie case warranting trial or warranting the issue of an arrest warrant or a summon to the court. In the Kenyan situation, that happened, and there was ample evidence at the time that there was a prima facie case to be tried.
Opio reveals that the action will also raise questions about the legality of the ICC court. His worry is that to get deferrals of this case, Kenya will have to prove that the judicial system in Kenya is capable of giving fair justice to the aggrieved parties.
Kenya must demonstrate that any trial in Kenya will be a robust trial. Because take this away from the guys who are being tried in The Hague for the Kenyan situation. Look at the many others who are involved in the post-election violence in Kenya. How many of them have been tried in Kenya? I don't know of any who has faced court in Kenya.
Opio has his own doubts if the Kenyan judicial system has fulfilled the requirements, especially after soldiers involved in the 2007 post-election violence walk scot-free.
So in that sense, therefore, Kenya has not even demonstrated commitment to try the lowest of people who are responsible in these cases, but now seeks to withdraw the bigger guys from the ICC. I think that in no way is a demonstration of Kenya being able, being willing to prosecute people who have taken part in the post-election violence in Kenya.
However, should the UN Security Council accept a referral of the Kenyan and the Sudan's situations before the ICC court, legal experts warn of a likely occurrence of impunity on the African continent.
I think in my view, in global justice, we have to have a supernatural, supercontinental body that will be able to provide an alternative justice process. In the absence of that system, we will only be promoting impunity in the African continent. We'll only be saying African leaders can do what they want and nobody will hold them to account because they are now too powerful that their own countries cannot hold them to account.
With this likely occurrence, the African Union Heads of State Summit will convene again at the end of November this year to review the ICC's response to their referral demand of cases against Uhuru, his vice William Ruto, and Sudan's Omar el-Bashir. Timothy Spasi, BS Television, Kampala.